Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all feeling well. And this is Snack Raw Live again. It's the Red and White Show. First time I've done the Red and White Show in a long while. I've got to sing along with this official US. Raw Live again today. It's the Red and White Show. I've regular guests to come on as per usual, so we are waiting for them. But you know what? I'd love to get you guys on, so um, I will put the link in the chat, so we'd love to hear from you guys. Lee is in the house. Good evening, Dan. Good evening, Lee. Hope you're feeling well. But we've got the link in the chat, so love to get you guys talking to you guys on the show tonight. Telling us what you think. It's not Sankin, if I'm being honest with you. False on Magic and off the pitch. Completely magic. Loved the stream earlier. If you guys not watched it, do check it out. It was very eventful. Hopefully to get this show doing the exact same thing tonight. First Red and White Show after a long while. I've been quite busy, so we are live. We are here. So get your comments coming in. You want to come on? The link is in the that. Tell us what you think. Talk to us about promotion. Talk to us about the how you feel. Have I sobered up? Yeah, I've sobered up. Don't you worry. I've sobered up. Just not. I don't think it's sank in yet. Someday, the role we're going up and just everything not really sank in. I mean, I don't think it will sink into when we actually get to the fixture list, probably more than out when it probably sink in. But there you go. I've got to show people live at the minute, so hope you're all feeling well. Lee's talking about hope you make some good signings. Tell us in the chat who would you want to sign. I mean, if you watched the show earlier, mostly got involved. So do tell us in the chat some of the signings that you do want and that. Do you think we will keep some of the loan signings? Do you think that we will do something? If not, what come on the show, so get involved in the chat and get you talking. But who do you think that who would you like to sign this summer? Would you want to keep Jed? Do you want to keep all the loan signings? Would you keep Jed? Would you keep Garner? Tell us in the chat. Is there any signings that are out there that you want to sign as well? Would love to hear from you about it. I've got Stevenson, Gareth Bale. I thought that one might have popped up. Lee saying Gibbs White, which it makes sense if you want to sign Gibbs White. I mean, don't get me wrong. Would be two really good strikers. Gareth Bale might be a bit out of our wage budget, and I wouldn't want us to be skint, but it is an interesting one to say least if you want to sign him. So I'm not gonna deny that. Too many fools saying I think we need significant strengthening. Probably 10 players, including loan players, come back. Interesting. That is very interesting. Feels about it. Do you feel like that we do need to really strengthen that? That I mean, it's our swap depth quite small. Do you feel like that the under players coming in might exclude that? Tell us in the chat. Do you agree with this comment of we need probably 10 players coming in? Tell us what you think. Lee said he has got issue with Cooper. Keep Jimmy. Keep Keenan. Fair enough. Brandon said Connor Goldson. I mean, that's second one time we heard that tonight. I mean, would you bring him in? Tell us in the chat. Steven said all the players who hadn't won this season like to sign up and land. Where would I? Oh, I'd let you know about that. Paul would want Tinkinado. Shinchenko. Oh man. Lee saying, let's spend it go, not been the same player last month or so. I mean, you've been wave on that one. Stephen said, all the players who had on loan this season, I would like to be signed Forest, which, no, I do agree with that. I would like to keep the loan players in because they've all done really well this season at Forest, especially when Cooper had. They've got that team spirit that we're not seeing in quite a few years. So I couldn't, I would actually agree with you on that one. Ian said Gibbs White for 20 million would be nice. If Garner doesn't play for us next season, need depth though as well. 300 will very short US. I mean, completely true with that. I mean, we was a bit short with players, and our SWAT depth did get cut out with it. So I couldn't agree more with what you are saying, that we will need SWAT depth and that we need to strengthen in certain areas. So, loving the chit chat here. Brandon saying I'll go with Bale for one season. Fair enough. And Singh, good keeper. I mean, would you want to keep Singh Tonado? Tell us in chat. I mean, is he that sort of player that it reminds me too much of Lewis McGood, and on his day, absolutely brilliant. And other games he does go through missing. So that's my thoughts. Phil saying I don't think Lewis and Tonado are necessarily or quite good enough. Fair enough. Loving the chat here, guys. Loving the chat. Loving it. I'm loving the energy. I mean, we've got 8 people watching at the minute, so 9 actually now. So good evening. Good evening to you all. Hope you're all well. Brandon saying think not good in the club. Even don't think Davis worth 50 million for a job. But I said that earlier in the news show, saying that 50 minutes I wouldn't overpay a player. Not disrespect to Keenan Davis has been really good this season. I mean, that's been top bins with everything. Just it's not worth as much as probably the paper making out and probably what a lot of reports will be making out. But obviously they are trying to overprice him and get money in. So that's my personal opinion. I mean, tell us in the chat how much would you pay for Keenan Davis. He's saying very good. I wonder how much he costs us for 200 million. I probably had unlimited access to the golf course. We will need a really big sponsor for him to obviously on what you're on. Brandon saying Bale on 3. Quite a lot of you saying Gareth Bale and you want him to come. Which is very interesting. Which I like to say that a lot of you wanting them. I think we can pick up some very good players for the championship without having to pay ridiculous transfer. Which is true. I can see that to a fair that there are quite a few good players out there in the championship. I mean, would you want to go with players with experience, or would you want to sign young players like Phil's is saying about ridiculous transfer fee, which is true. Merrick was saying we should not make the mistake of spending a lot of money on old average quality players. Instead, we must invest on young promising players, which is true. I completely agree with you on that, Merrick. So we shouldn't be overpaying. I mean, hopefully that we have learned our lesson with that over the last couple of years. I mean, overpaying for players and that. I mean, you are right about it. That we should be looking for young squad depth with 100 players. But I imagine that Dave Murphy Super Cooper knows what he wants, and he knows that he knows what he needs. So Stephen Wood, the one plays with Premier League experience. Lee saying invest in youth, yes. Brandon saying get Bale and team with John. Fair enough. Get your comments coming in, guys. I mean, loving this. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's like, in that series being linked for place early on, I mean, not often you get that, but we are. Lee saying my hero this season has been Samba. What a brilliant lunatic he is, passionate, a fan, loves the club. I mean, I've said it since the Sheffield United game that Samba has made up for me, like, in terms of what he did. It was one, but that semi-final penalty shootout, he has made up for it, and it's great to see that he's shown that other side of him that I really, really like. So, couldn't agree more. Hopefully that we will do something right about it. So, too many Phil saying I would be happy to see the likes of Gibbs White, Pereiro, Keane, Lewis Potter, Sorbo, Thomas, Toffolo coming. We have been linked with him quite a few at times actually. The Toffolo Thomas last couple of days. I don't really know too much on him, if I'm being honest. That I must have pay attention to other clubs. Hey, but interesting to see, to be fair, on what you guys do actually say on it. Lee saying I sit in Trenton and say to my daughter each week, Samba up front again. He wants to play up front. I remember the time when Pacey put David James up. Roots of saying Real Madrid won the European Cup thanks to Phoenix. He's 20 years old. They did, and he scored a winning goal. So I cannot agree any more about that one. So that they do good wonders. Finding that balance as well. But I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying. So yeah, keep the chat rolling, rolling on the river. But yeah. Also, I want to ask about this. I will be doing an end of season show. I will be on, promise. And Maurizio, Forest Player of the Year must go to McKenna, Spencer, Johnson. Tell us in the chat, guys. Tell us who was your Player of the Year. Is it McKenna? Is it Spencer? Is it Johnson? Is it Worrell? Yates there? Tell us in the chat, guys. Who was your Player of the Year? And how well they have done. But yeah, I can't agree any more with that. That it's a tough one for me personally, because all of them have done really well this year, gone above and beyond. And I mean, I don't want to be sound too biased and sitting on the fence about it, but everyone has done really well this season in terms of playing, and I can't really decide on who I want man of match. Man of match player of the season, so I'll hold my hand up to that one. I think we are. Lee same player of the year for me, Yates. I thought we'd get a Yates one in somehow. Which is fair play to you that wanting Yates there. I think Brandon saying I've still got Jackson. I thought, yeah, we have got Jackson. We got Johnson. But yeah, can't disagree with it any more than what I'm saying. So, Casey Player of the Year. Anything that one tell me. Want to come and show? Link is in the chat as per usual. So we have got the super chat on. We have got everything else going. And Two and Phil said, do you think we will see Olympiacos plays? I'll be honest with you, that's a really good question that you just put out. I'll be one of them ones about Olympiacos players coming, because we've seen some of them call, man. They're not really worked out. I just hope that Rackers don't do that. I feel like that with the recruitment team now, that I don't think they will let it. They tried it and it's not worked out. So I think it would be a dangerous thing if we did that with Olympiacos. I really do. So I wouldn't do it. Lee Hesse said man of our club this season is Cooper. Lee said what a ball see for Cooper is. Completely agree. If I'm being honest, yeah. Um, I mean, it'd be interesting to see what will happen now with the club and that. But you know what? We've done really, really well this season, and where we came from to where we are, it's unbelievable. Maurizio said our most valuable player, without no doubts, has been Johnson, who scored those two very important goals versus Sheffield United in the playoffs finals. Otherwise, we would have been out. Yeah, you are completely right with that, mate. So I can't deny that because what you just said there is Finian. I mean, I wouldn't finish that. It is quite good to be fair, what you are saying. Carl van Dijk, I mean, it's not working out for him, fair enough, but I wouldn't want him back. I wouldn't want that divide between the club. I mean, not worked out for him there, so there's talk of Cooper having the keys to the city. Um, yeah, if I mean, I don't know if you guys seen that petition that going around. I mean, there's a petition to try and get Super Cooper keys to the cities. I'll go for it. So, Glenn said, "Great to see you at Wembley, damn it! It was great to see you too." I can see a big signing happening at Forest Bell. Mitchell saying Greek players don't fit in the English game. Trust me, you're right about that. No, so you're completely correct that they don't fit in this league, and no shadow of doubt. So Lee Hesse said my favourite Velvet manager Cooper past Clifford. I think he is everyone's sympathy Lee that Super Cooper is everyone's favourite. So I can't deny about that one. Keep comments coming in. We have got 10 people watching. If you're new, subscribe. Obviously, we have got the membership one as well. So I couldn't agree any more from what you are saying on that one, Maurizio and Lee. You know what? I'll be honest with you. I think it was yesterday. I was listening to someone, and they was just saying about if we go up and we had a bad start, would you stay behind Super Cooper? And I'll be like, of course, I'll stay behind him. It's just some of the fans that might train him, but you know what? He's got to stay. Why can't we actually give him what he wants? So you know what? I'll keep him. Too many fools saying Sean Fury doing pretty well. Okay. But yeah, I mean, it'd be interesting to see what will happen with everything transfer wise and that. But you know what? That's been brilliant. So, I mean, this chat is very lively, which I'm loving because I've got 7 people watching. So, keep your comments coming in, guys. I mean, we're in a really good chat as per usual with you guys. So, if any of you guys got what you want to say, do drop in the chat. I will be happy to talk about it. I mean, what's your day yesterday, guys? Yesterday, Sunday at Wembley. Tell us in the chat. New standings being put back another year. I won't put it past you. I just say with the stand that the club would actually open up and tell us what's happening. I know with the council that is pretty much more difficult, but I mean that will take our revenue up quite a bit. So, Lee saying so that fans don't miss out the first ever season. Yeah, definitely. It's got to go back anyway, Brandon, to Man U, but hopefully that Man U will see the light and bring him back here. Maurizio, I wouldn't say to get Italian place after what happened in the past. Completely agree. If we're being honest, yeah. Pratt was just a Pratt. But yeah, keep your comments coming in. I've got 12 people watching this show at the minute, which I'm loving. Everyone's very talkative tonight, which is great as well. I mean, the stadium development will be a big thing, and hopefully that we do get it sooner rather than later. The players that we have been talking about, hopefully that most of them will actually do come back. So, but I can't see them not coming back. I feel like that everyone enjoyed it here this season, and that you can tell with the positivity in that we have done extremely well. So, it is brilliant. Last couple of minutes on the chat, so and the video. So keep your comments coming in. Christian Eriksen, interesting one. So would you take Christian Eriksen at Forest? I mean, we all know how good he is. We have proven that. Brentford. That's been good. So can't agree any more with that. But yeah, he's going back to top. At first one I heard about that about Christian Eriksen going back to Spurs. So I'd be surprised if he did. If I be honest with you, especially with Conte being there and that. So interesting one, guys and ladies. Lots of people watching this video. Paul saying Harry Kane. Expected that one to come in tomorrow. But yeah, I mean, it'd be nice. It is nice that we are being linked with these players. We actually had that. It just most of them we probably won't be able to afford just yet. Needs to get Colin Moore back. He looks a bit low. It probably does. He probably still do a job in the Premier League now. For being honest, yeah, he is that good. He was that good. I mean, he might score his trouble actually against Derby. But there you go. But yeah, I mean, great, absolutely great. Hopefully that we do well in terms of transfers and the stadium redevelopment. So, but yeah, it'd be an interesting one, guys. It will be an interesting one. So tell us in the chat what you think. But yeah, I'd like to say thank you for watching, guys. Goodbye.